Hi there, this is Jenny from Jenny's Garden, and I wanted to do a quick video to show you guys how I am coloring these really cool little white plastic frames. I found these at IKEA and I bought a ton, yay, I got to try this new thing. And now I wish I had bought a case instead of 10 because I would be doing this for days and days. It's so much fun and it's so easy to get these amazing results. These frames are plastic, white plastic, and you can see that I have dabbed them with Pearl Alcohol ink. So I've done the base, I did the back, and what I plan to do is I plan to have a saying on the back. So we've got this saying on the front, but then I want a longer saying on the back. And I just think these are coming to be the cutest things. This little guy I painted just like I did on my video when I used the essential elements. Yay! They're nice and shiny. So this is one that I did, and I did the same alcohol ink colors with the lizard as I did on the frame so that everything would match, and that's what I'm going to show you how to do today. So we'll put that to the side. Now, what I'm going to do is I've got Mr. Heron here. I don't know if y'all remember seeing his picture. I posted him on Facebook the other day, and I said, well, this frame is just not blingy enough, so let's bling it. So I'm going to take him out. It just is a very simple 4x6 cut, and it slides in and out. It comes with these two plastic pieces so that it's see-through on both sides. There's a film on it, so make sure you remove the film. I'm just keeping it on this back side till I put something there. The heron, I wanted to tell you how I made this real quick. I've got the instructions on my Instagram page, but if you notice, I use this paper. It's called Yupo paper. So Yupo paper is non-porous, just like the plastic is non-porous on these frames. And that's where your alcohol inks come into because they work great on non-porous surfaces. So on this Yupo paper, I did a tree stencil in the background. And then I did the heron in this really cool stuff by Tim Holtz and Ranger ink. It's clear texture paste. And I think it's made with silicone in it because it dries clear and it's shiny and it's slick. So you can see parts of it. What I did is once I did the texture paste and let it dry, then I colored in the heron and the trees with alcohol ink using just felt and slowly going around it. So I think it just turned out translucently beautiful. And I did a butterfly. I wanted to show you my butterfly. So on this butterfly that I did, what I did was I used the stencil first and I put alcohol ink down. And then I put the translucent over the alcohol ink. And then I put another layer of alcohol ink on top of the wings. And that made it really, it's like a three-dimensional, it's so pretty. I just wish you could see it in person because as we know, the camera cannot pick up all the shimmer and shine and all the goodness, yummiest stuff. So we're gonna ink our frame here. And we're going to use alcohol pearl inks, and these just came out this year. I think they debuted them at Creativation, is the big vendor show for crafters. And this alcohol pearl ink, if you notice, there's different colors. Like this is Sublime, and it's got white at the bottom. That's your crushed mica that causes the shimmer. So you have to make sure that you shake it well. And some people say don't shake too hard because you'll get air bubbles. I'm kind of I need to get going person. So that's Sublime. This is Tranquil. Let me see if I can get up a little closer. There we go. That's Tranquil. And that's the blue that I did. It's kind of a teal color. It's the blue I did on my heron. And then this one is Alchemy, and that's the yellow. So that's Alchemy. Now the great thing about using alcohol ink is as you put it down, you can layer and layer and layer. So here's some blues, and it's got a very very light purple base at the bottom, and then I started layering the blues, And you can see it's just getting more and more navy. And oh, I just think these are so pretty. I'm doing the front and the back on some of them. Some of them I'm just doing the front. Some of them I'm doing the sides, and some of them I'm leaving the sides so you have that nice white frame. So it's almost a matted look, like it's a matted, not matte color, but like a matte picture frame. And I just think they're cool. And then I start getting a little fancy with my bases, and these bases just screw off. And I started like sweeping up on this one. I'm like, oh, maybe I could do a tree trunk on one of them, and maybe I can make moss on it, and you know. So I'm getting more and more ideas as I go along. I started this yesterday, and I am obsessed. So I'm gonna take this one apart and get that one apart. If you're not happy with what you're doing with your alcohol ink, it is so easy just to take regular isopropyl alcohol, wipe it off, and it comes straight off. I tried a baby wipe on it. Baby wipe will not take it off, which is good because you want people to be able to touch it and move it and not get anything on their hands, right? So that's good. We don't want it just flaking off or anything. So when you're applying your alcohol ink, they recommend that you use felt. And I've tried different things. I've tried the daubers, the sponge daubers. I've tried paintbrushes. And yes, listen to the pros. The felt works the best. I'm not a pro, but I listen to them. And then, you know what the little rectangular dauber thingies look like. This is one that I got with Anna Griffin, her all-in-one tool. And I like it because I really can get down and I can push my finger, where I find that other wooden daubers are harder to manipulate the way I want to. I'm one of those people, when I garden, I don't wear gloves. And as you can tell, when I ink and stuff, I don't wear gloves because I really like to feel it and make sure that I'm getting as much dexterity as I can. What we're gonna do is we're gonna put down our layers, and then we're gonna use this alcohol ink blending solution by Ranger Inks and Tim Holtz. Yeah, it's a Tim Holtz product. And then this helps move the pigments around, and it helps blend things together. And it'll make more sense once you start working with it and trying it. So first of all, what we're gonna do is I'm gonna put down a layer of blue, and I'm gonna put them in stripes so I get that nice variegated color when I'm inking. So I'm gonna put down some blue right here. I'm probably heavy-handed with it, but that's okay because I just love it. Then I'm gonna put some green down. And if you notice, I'm waiting to hear that ball move around, because once that ball's moving around, that means the mica is floating in the ink. And we wanna make sure that you get a mix. So I'm gonna put a stripe of green here. You don't have to put the tops back on. That's just something I do so I can keep my tops with my inks. And so that one is one of my little weird, and I'm gonna put that here. Get some nice yellow in there. And what I've done is I've matched my inks to my heron. And that way when I make my frame will match my heron. Okay? So this blending solution is a ethanol and glycol and all kinds of stuff. So don't smoke around it. We're gonna swoosh them in right in the middle there, and that's all it takes. Okay, so now with my frame, I'm gonna start at the corner and I'm gonna tap. Oh, let me get my handy dandy piece of cardboard here, since I'm at a hotel and I'm not at my studio, and I'm gonna tap. And so that yellow is really coming out. And of course, it's gonna tap wherever you put the felt. So I'm gonna go this way. Tap, tap, tap. And tap, 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 tap. And you can sing a tapping song. Tapping, 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 tapping. I don't sing much because I'm told I cannot carry a tune. And here we go, tapping, tapping. Look how easy this is. This is all you do, okay? But you tell everyone, oh my God, it took me hours and hours and hours. Now I will say, the blue frame I showed you, I keep working on it and keep adding to it. So I'm gonna give this all a wave and let it dry. It's very, very quick drying, which is another reason it doesn't work well on porous surfaces. And then I'm gonna flip it, and I'm gonna tap, tap, tap. Tap, This is it, guys. This is all it takes. I know you thought I was going to teach you something really, really hard. I'll never do that. You can do this. You can take a white clock, one of those white plastic clocks, and just tap away at it. Now, if you want it to be smooth, then you can wipe it. I like the kind of organic, spongy brush like myself. And you can really see, I don't know if you guys can see this, but when you put it down, you can really see it just sparkling and oozing. It's just, I don't even know how to explain it. I don't know how to explain it. So, since I did that other side, it's like yoga, you should do both sides the same way. Because I noticed it gave me a nice dark line, so that's pretty cool. Look at that nice dark line it gives us. I just started doing this yesterday, so every time I start to shoot a video, I'm learning something new and sharing it with you. So wave. You probably don't even have to wave it, but it's fun. It's so meditative. And I love art that's easy and fabulous, and people go wow when they see it. I'm not inherently an artist. My other family members have those genes, so I just play around. That's why I do a lot of acrylic pours. I almost said alcohol pours. I was just at a wedding. There's plenty of alcohol pouring there. But yes, hashtag Florida pour M&S. I'm talking about you. Okay. So that is how you do it. It's that simple. And then if you want to make it darker, you can go back on your felt. Make sure that's moving around. I'm gonna put some blue here. I think I'm gonna give up on the yellow a little. I think it's just a little too much yellow in there. And I'm gonna get my green. Add some of my blending solution. I'll put links down in the bottom of my description for, I get my alcohol ink at Joggles, because then I can get all the colors. You can buy them at the big box stores, but they only sell certain colors. So if you want the whole palette, you have to go to an independent distributor or one of the big online distributors to get the whole palette of colors. There's 12 in the new Alcohol Pearl Ink line so far. I'm sure these are gonna be so popular that they're gonna come out. And you'll see as I do this, it's darker and darker and darker. Please follow me on Facebook from Jenny's Garden. I have a Facebook page. Instagram is @JEBoylston. Twitter's @JEBoylston. So please follow me. Subscribe to this YouTube channel. Click the bell, and you'll get notified every time I post a new video. I post videos that I do. My friend Mary from, oh gosh, Imagine Making Cards or something, creating cards. Sorry, Mary. Imagine Making Cards. And you'll see her videos on there. And we're trying to get Justin to do videos with us and add to the fun. Hopefully we have a meeting next week and I can get him on video. The elusive Justin. All right, y'all, this is how you do it. This is as simple as it gets. And then you could do the base. Thank you very much. That was 15 minutes. That's my short video. Golly, how do they get so long? Do I just talk? Anyway, thank you very much for coming to the garden tonight or today, and have a good one. Bye-bye.